Hey everybody, so sorry, so sorry, so sorry. My computer decided it was going to be a potato and slowed right down. I had to restart. Um, I think everybody in the neighborhood's online tonight. So I'm so sorry. You there, Kate?
I am. Hi.
Oh, oh, there you are.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Here, I'm here. I'm just explaining my computer was like acting the potato. The Wi-Fi slowed right down. I'm blaming all the neighbors. I had to restart. Blah 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 blah.
It happens. It's the weather here. I mean, good Lord, 1 minute, and this goes for it can be any place that's like this. I mean, one day it's nice, it's pleasant, and the next day it's storming, the next day it's snowing, the next day it's 90. It's like, oh my God, stop. But we have just had heat, 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 along
Yeah.
with a lot of other places too. So, God love you. Ugh. But we had crappy weather all day, so it's just been like a pizza type night and hanging. So.
For sure, for sure. So I didn't even get to finish all my back end stuff when I go live. So I'll fix it up later.
There you go. Well, yeah,
God,
because we promised that we would be doing our Christian duty to keep the
that's
facts
right.
straight here.
That's
And
right. And today, I guess we're having a food fight.
I,
You
I
know,
think so. Yeah, I now we've moved from Cake Gate onto Noodle Gate,
noodle gate.
and yeah, I mean, she's lost her noodles. Her,
They completely slipped the pan. I tell you,
they really did because gosh,
overcooked.
let me just describe, being Italian, it does kind of help with this conversation just a
Please
tiny
do.
bit. Yeah, a rotini is best paired with sauces, including tomato sauce, oil based, cream based. It also works well in pasta salad. It also holds meat, cheese, and works well in a baked pasta dish.
That's
Yes,
what the
it does.
ridges are for. Hmm.
Exactly. So, and like now tomorrow night, I'm making a recipe that I had a choice of either using rotini or penne. I went ahead and chose the penne because this is going to be a little bit heavier based sauce recipe. So, but any of those, pastas that have ridges or anything like that that hold the sauce is what you want for something hearty like pasta salads and pastas that are in a
Yes.
casserole type setting. So, girl, sit down again. Lord. I,
All you had to
I
do
mean,
is look it up. I mean, you've got
right.
Google on your fingertips.
I know.
Holy. And
Well,
spiral
girl,
noodle isn't a type of noodle. It's a
exactly.
description of a noodle.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. And some people call them pinwheel noodles. It
Mhm.
just depends on, what people want to call them. Spiral noodles is another word for them. And
A nickname.
they also come in different sizes.
Yep.
So, you can use the bigger ones for the pasta dishes and that kind of stuff, and the smaller ones for the pasta salads and things like that. So, God.
But it's not
So,
written in stone.
yeah, exactly. It's basically whatever floats your boat as a chef to use.
Exactly.
You can use whatever you want, and and again, we can even go back to the cake. And no shade to the person that made the cake, but it's a homemade cake. Clearly, it's a
Yes.
homemade cake, and it
Most
looks well. Like
homemade
I said,
cakes
it
bake
it
a
looked like a
dome.
spice. Yes, and
Yes.
in this heat and everything, it looked like it had maybe a nice cream cheese frosting and the fruit. So no, it looked good to me. I'd take a big old hunk and run. So I'd take a big old.
Looks
So
fine to
and
me.
again,
But the
you
thing
know,
is, with most cake mixes, they're not perfect.
no,
Um, they always tend to have that little dome going. And
right.
if you think about it, if you think it's important, or you're just one of those fussy people, just take a simple bread knife and you shave the dome off. So
Right,
it's
you
flat.
level it off.
You
Right,
level it
exactly.
off. Yeah. And then you can decorate it. So, I don't know why you're obsessed with this cake. It's clearly a homemade cake. It's not a professional bakery cake. Not to say what MT didn't do was quite attractive, and he explained the icing that he put it on when the cake was too hot. He did right. He threw it in the freezer,
Yeah,
but it's a homemade cake.
exactly. I mean, exactly. And hello,
Stop.
everybody coming in. Hello, hello,
Hi,
hello. V,
JV.
Nick, Nova, Angela, everybody, happy, happy.
Here's
We're
Nova.
having a food fight party tonight, I guess, and um, she's trying to rewrite her gastric bypass history
Oh
too.
yes, yes. Let's do that because
What
we all
yeah,
jumped the hate train because of weight loss surgery.
I know exactly. We sure did. Sure we did. Again, you faked the picture. You got caught faking the picture, and this is where we are today because you got caught and you're salty that everybody's like, again, she had so many outs. We don't even have to. That's like the beating a dead thing now because it's so everybody knows that she didn't have this procedure, and she's headed to like Tijuana to get skin removal surgery. Go girl, you go
What? Yeah.
girl.
Oh
Yeah,
my God. What is this?
yes, and well, because her gastric sleeve procedure, Kath, she didn't have any part of her stomach removed, so she don't know what the
What?
hell we're talking about. A girlfriend, they removed 75% of your stomach in a gastric sleeve procedure and left something that's similar as what others describe as
It's a
like a
banana.
banana pouch.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yes, they did. So honey, no, no, no. Google failed you once again. So please go back and look at Google. And it was, my husband said he has an exit sign for you if you need one for your new digs. We'll sell it cheap.
Yeah. Oh yes, yes. So I don't know. I think she's grasping at straws at this point because
Kathy, it's embarrassing, even worse than what it was before. I mean, it's just like, girl, and she goes on and on. The part I heard was, I don't want to be friends with any of you people and cussing and whatever. And it's just like, good,
yeah,
go,
hey,
goodbye, see you, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen,
we're
goodbye.
saying yeah. Wiedersehen.
Exactly.
It's
And don't let
all.
hit you in the ass on the way out
Well,
because I mean we don't want anything to do with you either. So bye. How many times do we have to say it?
now, are you really pissed about him actually moving on and getting a job? I mean,
Mm,
even if he did have a dollar store job, what's it to you? At least he's gone out and working,
exactly. At least hey,
and you're
exactly.
sitting in your bed, naked probably, and
Exactly.
eating fast food. Are you motel jumping still, or are you back in that shit-filled loft or
Right.
garage or whatever the fuck you're in?
Exactly. I mean, and I love her math. If you could spend that kind of money in a month, you would be able to
$1,000.
have much better housing options than hopping from, motel to motel or shack to shack or just whatever. And there's no shame. Tiny houses are a thing. They really are. And I've seen some pretty sweet tiny houses. Now, and it's cute because my husband, when he sees one, he just laughs. All my girlfriends are like, "Are you going to get a she shed, girl?" And I'm like, "Oh, I would love a she shed. That would be so cool." And my husband looked at me, he goes, "Honey, your candles you wouldn't even be
Ah,
able to have, you would need like 4 or 5 she sheds." so, so that was kind of out. But,
aw,
the tiny houses are
teeny.
cool. So, I don't know why that, she thinks that and and again, hotel hopping. Hotels generally only let you stay for so long at a stint, just a regular hotel. Then you have to go on to the extended stay places and and that kind of stuff. And more power to you.
Yeah.
But it's going to be kind of hard to do that. Getting ready to run down to Tijuana for your procedures. But and I still love that. What are you people gonna do when you see me in a month? And then she's like posting all this crazy stuff about maybe I'll wait this long, maybe I'll wait that long. Yeah, maybe by then you might actually have the procedure, but I doubt it. I'll still doubt it. And heads up, just in case. Well, I know she's listening, girl. Nobody would believe a word that came out of your mouth ever, like I ever did. A lot of us didn't, as it was, because we knew better.
Yep.
So now everybody knows better.
Thanks to yourself. You are your own worst
Exactly.
enemy.
Yes, she is. Because she can't keep her facts straight. And if she's going to do the Google thing, look up Google correctly, use it correctly. So, yes, because Annie did not have the sleeve surgery. She had the gastric bypass. Now, Niecy, and I believe she's still in here. Hi, Niecy, sweetie. Niecy had the sleeve. So, again, it all goes back to that original panel to where she got busted using the picture. Nobody, I love this too. It's our fault. We are the ones at fault. It's your fault that this happened. No, it's not. You're the one that chose to put up someone else's picture and you got caught. You
Big
got
time.
caught. Yeah. And again, it could have all just stopped. People begged you to just stop. Let it go. Take the out. Just kind of humble yourself just a little bit and eat a little
You
bit of
had
crow and it would
you
have been
had
over.
2 people that gave you an out, wove you a story so you could at least get out of it. It was very little mockery. I don't know, I would have mocked anyway, but
Well, yeah, of course, but
yeah,
it wouldn't have been as fun as it's been
it
now because
yeah,
oh my God.
and you could have moved on to some other ridiculous fantasy.
Exactly. And she refused and still continues to go with the lie. They're mad at me. They're jealous. I had weight loss surgery. No, nobody is jealous of you for anything, let alone having weight loss surgery. Most people were excited for you because they knew you were a heavy set woman. This is something that you had wanted to do. Maybe, who knows, you'd throw it out there from time to time to see if it would stick. And so people were, going, hey, that's great for you. But you stabbed everybody. Nobody, you could have got away with just leaving it. I'm having the procedure, I'm one and done. But you had to up yourself constantly. And
Yeah,
just the lie just kept piling up and piling up. So you're the one that looks foolish. So just sit down and stop. Leave people alone. The other community is done with you. You know, the other creator that you've been terrorizing in real life has probably, hopefully, if he's hearing this, that he is doing something about it and not just saying he is. And
new
that's
house,
going
new job, new friends, get
to,
over it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that is what it is too, because these are her main victims, the ones that she has latched onto. So it's funny that she claims she has all these other places to go and chat, and she's got all these subs, and she's going to be monetized, she's going to be watch timed, all this. Girl, no, you don't, and you won't. So if you do have other places to go, people have begged you, leave us alone and go there.
Yeah. You talk big talk about the Sims community. Well, go.
Exactly. Exactly. Go, please do. Because the people over here aren't going to buy the lies and the bullshit. I mean, you can come and yip and yap and spurg all day long, change the story daily because that's what you do. And it's just, you should be embarrassed. We're embarrassed for you at this point. I mean, I'm very embarrassed for her.
Oh, yeah. Hey, high seas. It is cray cray. The whole thing is cray cray. Can you imagine losing your shit over pasta?
Wait, I mean, yeah, and you know what? Who cares? Yeah, and it took me, and this is true. It took me a little while to tell my mom that I use jar pasta sauce sometimes, because to her it's like, oh, and it was cute because you could always tell when my mom was going to make lasagna because there would be little racks of lasagna noodles drying. And she made her pans of lasagna in advance because everybody knows this. It's always better the next day.
Oh,
So
well, match.
mom
Yeah.
Yes, mom would build her layers and they were built with love and we would sit and watch them. So would the whole entire neighborhood. So if you came in and you stopped by, you went, oh, lasagna's coming. Okay. And so people would just kind of magically show up, the neighborhood kids be there with their fork. Okay. But
Okay.
yes, yes. So, I mean, it's old. This is so old that she wants to fight over noodles and fight over, and she compared to Papa John's pizza, I think too. She goes, I could get a pizza from Papa John's and say I made it. Well, I've
No,
made pizzas that kind of look similar to Papa John's. I mean, hey, I can turn out a pretty decent pizza from time to time, but you could probably put them side by
that is one
side and
thing I've
tell
like.
that
Well,
that, that
no, I lie, but I usually use store bought pizza crust. But I've never made my own pizza crust. I make bread all the time. I just never did the pizza thing.
and there's a hack. One of this has been around for a while now, so everybody kind of knows about it. It's called two ingredient
Definitely.
dough,
Mm-hmm.
and you can make like a pizza. You can use it for anything. You can use it for pizza dough. You can use it for pretzels. It's just however you want to use the dough. But it is self-rising flour, equal parts with fat-free Greek yogurt, just the plain fat-free Greek yogurt. And
Okay.
if you need a cup, you use a cup of self-rising flour and a cup of the yogurt. Now it's very sticky to work with, but once you knead it and around it, you can use it for pizza crust. I've made cinnamon rolls with it. It's just
Ooh.
weird to play with, so you never know what you can make with it. But so if you're ever
Okay.
short and you need a dough or anything like that, it's great in a pinch if you need something quick
Okay,
to
that
make
sounds
whatever
cool.
with. Yeah, I just made calzones with it not too long ago.
Yum.
Yeah, you have the George Foreman grill. And I love she still tries to claim that wasn't her. Oh yes, many people had. I do believe
We
that
have
is in the.
pictures.
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, I think it's also chronicled by someone else, but
Yeah.
that has the live, I'm sure.
That big old hoof right in the
Oh,
middle of it all.
I just
Oh,
remember going, no, 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 really? Oh goodness. And she wants to talk, I mean, come on. It's just such a reach. And this is the sign of desperation. I mean, she's running out of she wants to argue about cake and noodles now. Come on, you guys, seriously.
and a job.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the interview process. What the hell would you know about an interview process?
Yeah.
When was the last time you interviewed for a job?
Exactly. But I do believe that from the description as I understood it, and I don't know, but it seemed like it was maybe a job fair that he attended, and he went one day, and they said, yeah, he maybe had some prospects, and they asked him to come back the next day, which I think was today, and
Yep.
he said he got a job. So that's awesome. So yeah,
Yeah,
who is she to
I got
say how
hired
the
like
job?
that.
Oh,
I at a
I've had
job
two.
fair. Yeah, I went in,
Yeah,
put in my application, had a 5 minute, chit chat with the recruiter, came home, got a phone call the next day, and got the training arranged and had a job.
exactly.
So
And that's pretty much how it's always worked. I
yeah,
mean, and so, what's the secret about this? That's what I'm saying. reaching for such stupid shit that doesn't even make sense. It's just like, what? How would you know any of this? You know, every picture I've ever seen of you, it's from the bed. So go for it. I mean, why don't you get out and actually do something instead of sitting online all day trying to figure out how to make everybody else as miserable as you obviously are? So move along, little girl, move along. It's
Yeah.
old.
Uh,
It's old.
Fill out some surveys that pay, you know. You sit there all day, you can do that.
Well, exactly. And if we've missed anything, because like I said, I've been out doing real world things, and she does her typical stuff. She streams for 5 or 10 minutes and deletes it and comes back five or
Mhm.
10 minutes later. And honestly, I don't even get notifications half the time. I just, I'm out in my car. A lot of times it doesn't work right, so I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. It buffers and I get frustrated and just shut it off. So if anybody has any other comments they want us to address about silliness, just pop it in there because I didn't hear all of it.
Yeah, I caught maybe the last 10 seconds. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I caught a little bit
and
more
I
than that
caught
here and
most
there.
of what was said from the other response video that was put out. So,
Right. And well, and
what?
because I was just flabbergasted though at the, she's rewriting how the weight loss even works. It's like, girl, you better relook at your notes about the gastric sleeve because yes, they do remove like 75% of your stomach. She's sitting there going, they didn't remove any of my stomach and reattach it to anything. I don't know what you people, you are liars. You don't know what you're talking about. I was like, girlfriend, you best go re-Google that shit. Because yes, you do. You lose a big chunk of your stomach, and they resize your stomach. So no, I'm trying to what? It's like, geez, that's what I'm saying. She rewrites this stuff every day to suit her narrative at the moment, and
Yeah.
then if it doesn't, she just comes up with something. So again, this is just the fantastic stuff that we get to come back and later and go, no, that's not what you said before.
And hey, another job idea. I don't know about you, but I get inundated with those stupid Audible commercials during my videos, watching videos. You can
Right,
make 1,000, 2,000, $4,000 from Audible. There's one. You don't have to do anything. Thumbs
girl.
up for that. Go check it out.
Well, she that's what I'm saying. There can be a book of isms. I mean, we've got some really, really good ones. Some really good ones. So I don't know. It'll make her even madder too to know we wrote a book and made money off of it.
Yeah. Oh, for
We'll talk
sure.
about that in the secret town meetings and stuff.
Okay. That was so childish of us, but
Oh,
it
but it
was.
was so much fun. Just so much fun. Just to see her run with that and lie. We were all backstage going, oh my God, you're kidding me. No, no. And bless her heart, we had some people confused too. They're going, we missed meetings? Oh my God, how did that happen? And it's like, no, it's okay. We'll tell you later. Oh
I
my goodness.
don't know. Oh, there.
She recorded it too. So we might hear that come out one of these days.
Ooh,
She
that's
recorded one of our
right.
town meetings. Yeah, she come on the next day. Well, you guys don't know it, but somebody passed me the link and I recorded it, and it's great. And we're like, really? Okay. She's recording fake team meetings now. I get it.
We got to start that bingo game that's going around.
Well, see, that's yes. A friend of mine used to do that, and I think it's hilarious. We do, and different communities can pitch in because
Yeah.
you have to, you make your card and you got to watch for everything. But yeah, you just get some isms, and we'll pass some out behind the scenes.
Oh my God. Oh, I know. I know. I'm just having a real quick peek at the chat. She does have a weapon that she can chase us all off with, and she doesn't use it nearly enough. Is her trying to read legal documents or medical documents?
Oh, oh, well, just anything. Read
Yeah.
anything. You mean?
Well, that
Yeah.
in particular, that's about. Hey, Jules.
Ah, there's Jules. Hi, sweetie. I hope you're doing good. I was just thinking about you the other day. I'm like, hey, where's she been? So good to see you, sweetie. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling better, and everybody in your realm of the world is feeling pretty good. But yeah, I'm with nickname. We're just talking about our favorite poor woman that has memory trouble that we've got to be there and do our due diligence with our charitable work and be there her memory for her and get the facts right for her. So that's who we're discussing. And I do have to say, yes, I'm with nickname. Tooken is pretty good up on my list as well. As Dominican Republican, that will always be a favorite.
That's your favorite one.
It
Yeah.
is. It
I
really, it
think the
really, really is.
defecation papers for me
Yep.
was yeah.
I do. I think we all have our favorites. So that and I told my husband as he walked by, he goes, "Has she said it lately?" And I said no, and he missed it. He was pissed. He goes, "Damn it!" Because I told him, I said, "Ha, you missed it. I got to hear it." It's like, "Damn it!" Oh, God
Oh,
love us.
oh, we're so mean.
I know. Well, again, it's our Christian duty. I
It
mean,
is charitable. There's nothing but a charity or a charitable person. It's I go out of my way to be helpful and give content and maybe some corrections.
exactly, exactly. Because bless her heart, I didn't know her memory was this bad. I hope she kind of gets that checked out.
Me too. Me too. Because
To be
clearly she's
serious.
got a whole bunch of, knowledge about interviews and cakes and what the proper name for pasta is. And man,
What?
you can make pasta out of macaroni, macaroni salad.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. So,
Or
well,
you
one of
can
my
do,
most favorites is my aunt Clara used to make a pasta salad with elbow macaroni, and oh my God, we all fought. I mean, and only two of us know how to make it since she's recently passed away. So I was like, bummer, but a few of us do know how to make it. So thank God for that. So we passed it along. So definitely important. But you can use elbow. You can use any noodle you want. You can use elbow macaroni. You can use penne. You can use shells. It's whatever taste you want to use.
yeah, I
So
like, I rather like shells myself.
I make I call it almost lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
And you layer it. You take a big glass bowl. I cook my shells, and you do like filling that you would use for your lasagna.
Right.
And if you want to make it more vegetable, you can, but you just layer it up the bowl with whatever you want, like a layer of the shells, a layer of the meat, a layer of the vegetables, a
Season.
layer of zucchini if you
Okay.
want, a layer of cheese, and then you just build it all the way up and you bake it for about 45 minutes to an hour, and it comes out, all the cheese on top is like brown and bubbly and good and gooey. Oh, so good. And then, you can stir it up if you like, or you can serve it kind of layered, just dipping into it and bringing out a portion of it. But it's quite good. So whenever I'm in a pinch or something, I need a quickie dinner, or just, if there's a pitch in or something you want to do something like that,
Mm-hmm.
that's always really good. So some garlic bread and you're good to go.
Sounds good.
And
I'm coming
leftovers are
over.
bomb. Leftovers are bomb.
Big spoon in the bowl in front of me. And a
Exactly.
growl.
No.
I can be food
Yeah.
aggressive.
I told you, I told you that story. My husband and I know. The guy was like, "Do you want to share?" And it's like, "No, we don't share food well like that. No, 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 no. He's mean. No."
Well, my older sister and I, if we go out for lunch or dinner, um, we'll order something, that both of us are. Oh. Well, you order that one. I'll order this one. We'll eat half and switch plates. We do that.
And well, that's fun though.
Works.
That
Yeah.
Well, it does. It does. That stuff is definitely perfect. I've like if we go to Olive Garden or
Hey,
something like
Yolanda.
that, we'll all pop over and like my sister will order one thing and I'll order they used to have this mushroom dish that was I was like a fettuccine mushroom alfredo. And oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah.
So, oh, it was amazing. So you would get that, and everybody would get a little bit of that, and then whatever they also ordered. So that way, everybody got to taste a little bit of everything else. So that was always fun to do that. So I was definitely down for that.
Mm. Now I have to make dinner after this.
Oh, I know. We had
I,
pizza earlier because it was just a day. I'm like, yeah, I need pizza.
I
I
had
need
those
pizza.
days where, like, I had toast this morning and an orange, and I found a half a bag of barbecue potato chips. I ate that. I'm going, I really should have something more than this. But
That was kind of a
you get to a
scrounge
certain
day.
age and you just don't feel like cooking, and you're not
Yep.
particularly hungry anyway. So
Yep, that's cruising the kitchen on a scrounge day. It's like,
yeah,
hmm.
pretty much.
That's, yeah, you open the cabinets and kind of stand and wonder, huh?
Yeah,
Which
it's
one?
there's nothing to eat, and and your shelves are stocked full. You just don't want to cook.
Well, oh, definitely. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Often, often. But that's when you fall back on the grilled ham and cheese sandwich with the soup, and you're good
Exactly.
to go.
Exactly. But I don't have
Good.
any ordinary bread. I have a loaf of cinnamon raisin toast or bread. So that doesn't make grilled cheese sandwiches. So
True, but it makes
I
really
have to
good
go
French
shopping on
toast.
Monday. I do
It
got
makes good French
eggs.
toast.
Yeah. I could probably make breakfast for dinner, you know.
Definitely, because that would make killer
Cheese
French toast.
omelet and toast. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do a cheese omelet.
Oh, those are always good too. Throw a little
Yeah.
bacon in there and
Mhm.
some mushrooms and some green peppers and some onion and
Do have that too, as a matter of fact, the frozen peppers and onions.
it does.
Because
It's just so
I
just
really
throw
don't
the
buy
stuff in.
fresh I don't really don't buy fresh vegetables anymore because it tends to go. So I do the frozen fruit, frozen veggies, and that
Well,
way I
but
can portion out as needed. So
exactly, and that's smart though.
yeah, it
That is
is
really
because I'm
smart.
throwing away perfectly good because I couldn't eat it fast enough.
And well, we would do too, like when some of the fruits in season, I'll get like raspberries and put them on a cookie sheet and just throw them in the freezer just till they get start to freeze, and then I'll throw them in a Ziploc bag and throw them in the freezer.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
They don't stick together since you've already kind of pre-froze them just a little bit first on the cookie sheet. So
Hmm.
it's perfect. And you can throw some in the blender if you want and zip them up, and then
Oh,
it almost makes like a gelato texture.
kind of a thing. Yeah. Yeah. I think my not my blender. One of those little smoothie maker thingies.
Like
I
the little
think I put.
bullets.
Yeah, the bullet. Yeah. The bigger one though. Um. Anyway, I burnt the motor out of it. I got to replace it. I love that thing. I used it all the time.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, especially when it's hot. You don't. I mean,
Hmm.
I'll take a banana and throw a banana in there and do something like that. Um,
Spinach, banana, handful of whatever fruit. Um, I used to throw in avocados, sort of make a kind of a vegan ice cream thingy. It was really good. You never tasted the vegetables. It was good.
And that's always nice. I mean,
Yeah,
we used to have like the little juicer thing, and you could make carrot juice and that kind of stuff, and that was my favorite. I liked the carrot juice, so I was into doing that. But I mean, it took so much of one thing, to get. My sister was always like funny. She goes, "It's so funny, people in Florida, with good Florida orange juice. Um, the only way you're going to do that is if you do the oranges yourself, but that is so time consuming, and you really don't get that much unless you use an orange juicer. So it's
yeah.
just like, okay, I'll buy Florida's natural. So like, oh
Yeah,
my
for
goodness.
sure. For sure. Oh my god. Excuse me.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. She hasn't said much that I know of lately. So, but that's the only rewrite of history today, was that the gastric sleeve apparently, they didn't take away any of her stomach. Damn it, you stupid people! So it was like, okay, no. And then the other thing was Noodlegate. So
Noodle game.
yes, you can't possibly use rotini noodles in anything like a pasta salad. So hey,
Even though it's all made with the same ingredients, just the shape is different.
right, exactly, exactly. And
So,
and and again, pasta salad is not exactly rocket science. So I'm not really understanding why that would be so difficult. And just kind of a heads up, if you were to buy that in the deli, it would look similar to that
mhm,
what he made. So okay, so
just grasping at straw. Anything to criticize and poke
well,
at,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you get to criticize when you make your own and present it.
Exactly. Good point. And not talk about, the Whataburger in the bag
Yeah.
and the oops, I drank some Coke Zero bullshit. I mean, you're getting some big old sweet teas. And I still love you people, what are you people going to say in months and months when I've lost weight? Then what? I'm going to be going, well, first I want to see it to believe it. And that does mean you have to stand there in clothes and go, look, ta-da! Which, and again, she's got her surgery dates wrong again. She had
Mhm.
two surgeries, remember? Not one, but two. The first one she had, but then a couple days later, because she drank the protein shake and it made her sick and gave her dumping syndrome, which is extremely rare, by the way, for gastric sleeve to experience. But so, anyways, she said, oh no, it was because of that. They had to fly her to Dallas, and that was like on the 27th. So this is the second time she's had surgery, but she
Lifeless.
was back. They sent her to a hotel for a couple days afterwards just to make sure. No, girlfriend, you'd be in the hospital. You would have been in the hospital for a week at least, minimum, having two surgical procedures, one that they had to go back and redo and fix, according to you. So again, nobody's buying it. Stop and just please scoot away. Go on now. I'll
Mhm.
pat you on the head. Bye.
Adios. I'm
Bye.
wondering if she's confusing. Now, I could be wrong. Is she confusing the gastric sleeve with a lap band?
I think she might be. And see, that's what I'm saying. Google failed her again, Kathy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
if
to
you're
give
going to
her
talk
any
about the fake
ideas,
sleeve,
but
well, it doesn't matter. You can tell her step by step. Everybody has told her step by step what this surgery. People were telling their own experiences with this surgery, but yet no, 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 no. I'm different, but no, 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 no. It's going to be the same. So pick one of those, anyways.
of
So
course.
it's just she just can't. I don't know. She can't stick with one story, and she needs
Mm,
to go back and listen to what she said. And God love her, it changes daily. Now, no, they didn't take away my stomach. What are you people talking about? You're crazy, stupid. Well, because that's what you said. That's what you said happened. And again, nobody would even be asking unless you
Or
lied.
questioning. If he had just said you were thinking about it and shut up about it.
Thank you. Because nobody was making her say this stuff. Nobody made her come in and post this picture pretending to be her. They were getting it ready to get up and have her walk, and this was what the incisions looked like. Nobody said, "Hey, can you post a picture?" She volunteered to do that. That was her own decision to do. So that was her lie, nobody else's. And but oh no, no, it's everybody else's fault. No, 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 I did nothing to these people. I've never done anything. Oy. I can just
Oh,
see
hi,
her.
she's. I know she's listening. So whatever she's doing
Of
on
course.
her channel, let her. If it makes her feel important.
Oh, of course. I mean, come on. She's got to have content for her next thing.
Well, yeah.
So,
You're
something.
just
I don't know.
responding.
I mean, and again, we'll have to come back and do our Christian duty again and correct the memory. So, I mean, as long as the lies keep flowing and going, we will come back for everyone to know the truth and go, no, that's not what she said the other day. But, we really don't even have to do that because they're listening too. They know. They're like, oh, God, this again? Seriously? So everybody knows. And that's what's embarrassing. That's what she doesn't seem to understand, that nobody's buying what she's trying to sell, and
Yep.
nobody ever will.
Sad but true.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
and clearly what we say affects her because she's always on our ass.
Oh yeah.
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 So
Yep.
hi. Must be lonely over there. Where's your new best bud?
Yeah. The blind
Maybe so.
leading the blind.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, clearly.
oh no. Well,
Oh,
it's like one half of the story is here, and the other half there's a story of half of a story over there, and together they put them together and somehow come up with a story. So it's like, okay. And again,
oh
we've
no.
known these people for 5 years. No, 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 no. That's where they're wrong. I've known parts and most of this community for 3 years, little over three, and not five. They sit there and go, "Well, you've known these people 5 years." No, I haven't.
No.
I've only known she whose name shall never be mentioned. I've only known her a little over a year. So, and it feels like 20 years. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing 20 in time. So, damn. Give us some time served. Throw us a bone. Give us 90-day break. Something. So it's like, God,
Well,
somebody take pity on.
the only time she gives us a break is when, well, she unalives herself. So
True.
true.
True. I mean, maybe we'll get a Labor Day history lesson or something like that as to where Labor Day started. That's
Ooh,
the next holiday I know of.
yeah.
But so again, here's to everyone
Because I was
that.
shocked to find out that there were no white people in Africa.
Oh, oh,
This
oh
is
my
shocking
gosh.
to me.
Yeah. Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Stop. Well, that was like when she tried to somebody so eloquently pointed out that Dominican Republic is a place.
Not
And
not a race.
exactly. And if you look back at the heritage of the Dominican Republic, it is African and European. So she tried to give that description where she left off the African part and went with the European. And she's pulling up pictures of European women going, I can relate to that. Yeah, I look like that. My family looks like that. I'm like, what? Huh?
Yeah. It's called
Okay.
Caucasian.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, God, I'm European too. I
Hey,
mean,
hello, Eastern European and European. So,
yeah. And it's like, wow, cool. So, but I mean, there's Irish people that have blonde hair and blue eyes, and there's Irish people that have dark hair and green eyes. So,
that's right. And brown eyes.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So, her melding of history is just comedic at best. And again, it's getting so embarrassed. Like you said, people are like, "My God, she's still going on about cake and noodles." Seriously, come up with something else. And that's because there isn't anything else. Nobody is referring to you unless you start referring to us.
Right.
So again, we're doing this to, if she's going to keep mentioning us, we're going to keep coming on and doing what the truth is. So I'm not going to,
Well,
history at least shouldn't be rewrited. I mean, gosh, come on.
this is true. Hi, Rotten Potatoes. What's your fancy new name?
Hey, rotten. Good night, Angela.
Night, Angela. Well, even if she doesn't mention our names, if she goes in there and starts talking stupid,
Well, and
I'm
it, I mean,
sorry.
it is, Kathy. It's very bad because, like I said earlier, I'm embarrassed for her. Seriously. I mean, everybody just knows that they just sit there with their mouths agape, going, "Is she for real? Does she realize what she sounds like?" And I think she does. I don't think she cares because this is just for attention, anyways.
Well, yeah,
So,
pretty much.
because she even said that on Kiwi Farms. All I'm doing this is for views and whatever. So that's probably true.
I think it's
So
true to a point, but just by her nature of her narcissism, that's not
true.
entirely true. Really does think she knows it, and we're all stupid, and
And
that's why she keeps on with these ridiculous photoshops and doctored receipts and you know conversations that don't mean anything.
or that have never even happened.
Yeah, like okay. And what do you want
Well,
us to do? You know, are we supposed to throw our arms in outrage, clutch our pearls? What do you want us to do?
and
Because and then
and
what do you
again,
want the farms to do?
well, and
they're
well, oh, I
they're there
know.
for the shit show. They're not there
Ex-
to you know take up arms for you.
Exactly. Or, and it's funny too because it's almost, she runs around saying she doesn't dox people. Oh my God, I think everybody she's ever pissed at and she's had their information has been doxed on Kiwi Farms by her.
Uh-huh.
Or even right
Yeah.
out in the live chat. She doesn't
How did
care.
that work out? Hmm.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Exactly. And that's going to be so sweet because it will never be seen coming.
Hmm. You
So
can't control what you put up there. So it can
that's
be
right.
used against you at any given point.
Yep. Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes. Like
I
I
think
said,
she honestly thinks that they're just sitting there waiting for this bomb to go off. Now, if you've ever seen a true Kiwi Farms docs, that's frightening.
yeah,
What she does,
it's
what she does is like, oh, for fuck's sakes, go sit in
right.
a corner.
Guess. Right.
Anyway, oh, but then again, they need their village idiot over there, so I suppose it
Oh,
works out.
I know. Exactly. Exactly. I can't help it. One of my favorite memes is from it's another oldie but goodie. Woody Allen, everything you always want to know about sex, but we're afraid to ask.
Yes.
And anytime I think of that, I think of the little. Remember, he's like the king's fool, and he's got He's in the fool outfit, but he's got his little stick fool too that was made up to look just like him.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I see her and she's acting like this, that's the first thing I think of is the him and the Woody Allen and everything you always wonder about sex with the fool.
With the
And
little bells
I
on the
bust
hat.
out laughing every time. It's like, oh my god! And one and ask the girls. I haven't done that in a while. And I have to start bombing everybody with the big boob again. That's one of my movies. I think it's hilarious. And he's running from the giant boob in that movie. And I actually have a GIF, so I will torture you people with it some more. I haven't done it
Okay.
in a while.
Thanks.
Nickname will be like, "Oh my god!" But it's just like, okay, I'm getting even with her for some of the stuff I've tuned in lately and went, "Ho, whoa,
Hey, Annie, Jenny.
I'm blind." Hi, Annie.
Yeah. Oh my God. Um, I I hate Woody Allen and what he's done, but he's done some funny shit in his
Yeah,
movie,
exactly.
and I
Yes,
am so
exactly.
conflicted about watching them. It's like
Yes.
anything from Weinstein, even though I've got a lot of movies that I adore, like the Kill Bill movies, and I'm going, oh, and I see the Weinstein name. Well, can't they just scrub it? you know?
I know. True, true, and that is one of the few movies that I am tolerant of him because of basically the rest of the cast. Because I mean, even Gene Wilder is in that. There's a lot of people in there that
Yeah.
and I can't. It just escapes me at the moment. Burt Reynolds, there's all kinds of cameos in there. It's just a funny movie, but it's crazy.
Yeah, there's even oh, and then if all are the people we just grew up admiring or adoring, and they all turn out to be these fucking perverts. Bill Cosby,
Right, and like Kate said, I don't think it was his niece that he married, but wasn't it like the
his adopted
adopted
daughter,
kid? Yeah, yeah,
his
and she
adopted
was like
daughter,
what, 12 or 13
15,
or
something
something.
like that. Yeah.
Yes, I mean it was disgusting. It was like, Jerry Lee Lewis type shit. I was like, "Whoa." So yeah, I definitely lost all respect for him after that. Yeah, because that was just downright gross and creepy. So, and yeah, but yeah, I will, give him a pass because the movie was very funny. But but yeah, other than that, I mean, no. Yeah, he's a character and a half. But no, yeah. I just don't understand where she thinks she's coming from and all this stuff and it's just like, girl, stop.
I'm a Who
Next.
girl, Jules. Oh my God, I'm Doctor Who all the day, 24/7, except for the last Doctor. I couldn't stand her. Couldn't stand her. Okay, I'll shut up now. This is not a Doctor
Right.
Who.
Oh, and well, and it's funny too because what Jules just said. Hey, you know what though? Uh, Little Miss Know It All weight loss surgery she could enter. Is a microwave mug cake allowed? That was asked earlier.
That's
So
right. She just has
yeah,
to lean
hey, she
over
can enter.
the bed.
She can
She
enter
can
the
have the
great fake it
microwave.
cake. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I think
lean
most
over. The
people can.
microwave's on a table or a chair, and she can just like mix it up with a dirty spoon, put it in,
Exactly.
hit cook for a minute or whatever. Ding!
She can yell at the dog in between times.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh,
Works for me.
hey. So
Yeah,
again,
Kate Winslet. Yeah, that I think I watched the first 3 episodes and I went, "This is not for me. Nope." So I stopped. So I'm hoping. I'm sorry. I hate when the what do you call them? The ones that want to make everything really really equal. And they start messing with established canon to stick a female in there. The doctor has always been a male. I'm sorry. Santa Claus is always going to be a male.
Well,
You can't
and I
stand
know, and I'll throw in some of my
politically correct.
Marvel characters.
Yeah.
It kind of freaked me out that they did a female Captain America.
Yeah. Yeah. Why
I was
don't
like,
you make
huh?
a specific show with a specific female lead and I think them like most of the critics are now saying is it's they put the women up there. First of all, they're physically incapable of the only woman that they ever did was Lucy Lawless. That was a big, strong woman, and you could believe she was handling a sword and shield and punching men out and stuff like that because she
Right.
looked like she could.
Yes.
Now they're putting these 110-pound blondie thingies in superhero outfits and expecting us to buy it. It's just
Right.
no,
Right. Right. Right.
no.
Oh.
Yeah, I could go on and on and on about that one, but I'll just start a rant and I won't shut up about it. So I'll shut up about it.
Did you see what Ron said?
Oh no, that's one thing that'll just get me going, boy, is you start messing with established canon just to be politically correct or talk to the young people. I think
Well,
I
you know.
kind of went off on how if I'm watching a movie review that sort of is Lovecraftian in nature, some monster from the from the sky or sea, and then they'll talk about Lovecraft, but then they also all of a sudden have to, well, he was a racist, and the guy was mentally ill first of all, and he was a product of his upbringing, and it was a sign of the times.
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't denote his talent and the
No.
stories that he wrote, but they almost have to qualify it by putting a disclaimer. This guy was a racist. This guy was, yeah, okay, we get it. I don't care about that right now. I want to know if the movie's good,
Exactly.
Just dial
Exactly.
it back. There's nothing we can do about it. It's part of history, you know. It's almost everybody's apologizing for what happened 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 400
Well,
should be acknowledged, and it should never happen again. Don't get me wrong, but
well,
everything you want to say and do in modern times, it's you got to put a fucking trigger warning.
well,
Oh,
you
jeez.
know, that's one thing that,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to get all political. I'm not going to start talking
I
about it,
know, I
but
know, I know, I know.
you know, the one thing in the United States, Kathy, that really gets me is, some of the bloodiest times were North versus South, things like that.
Mhm. Right.
And you can't erase that. You can't erase that the slavery was okay at one time in this country. You can't change it. It happened. And it's just like, some people wanted to like argue the Holocaust. Oh, put blinders on. It happened. You can't change it, but it
Exactly.
happened. It's like
Exactly.
9/11. It happened, and you have to remember it because history tends to repeat itself
Mhm.
if you don't learn from it the first time.
Right.
So, you know, to try to just all of a sudden go, you know what, South, you can't fly your Confederate flags. You can't do this anymore. You can't have the statues of General Lee and that kind of stuff. It's racist, it's whatever. No, and it is in these terms. Yes, today it is, but it's also history,
It is.
and you can't
And you
change
can
it.
and you can when you're having a discussion about a certain like we have our political figures too with shady ass
Sure,
passes. And
sure,
and instead of taking down the statues, teach both sides to, yeah, he was a great politician, but he was a real
right,
asshole to the
right,
native population. It needs to
exactly,
be, hand in hand. Let's not do this again. You
right,
know,
and well,
stop
and
trying
and
to
just
erase one part of it.
right. And just because you take away a statue of a guy on a horse doesn't mean you changed what happened.
Yeah.
If it was that easy, it'd be great. We could go around change all kinds of horrible things that happened. But just by taking that away doesn't mean it didn't happen. So I think it needs to be there so it is remembered that it did happen.
Yeah.
And
That'd be
so again, we're not going to get all political on that shit. But it's I don't know. But I just
it,
wish that if she had so much fun to go do other places, then please go do it.
uh-huh.
The other community doesn't want to deal with you. We don't want to deal with you, but we will keep dealing with you if you keep inserting yourself and acting stupid. We're going to come back and remind you exactly what the truth is.
Yeah, I am.
She is.
If I was dictator, that's what my father would say all the time. He'd bang the table. If I was dictator, it was a good thing he wasn't. Oh,
Mm.
oh well. Yeah, so I suppose if we ran the world, it would be different.
Well, like I said, they ought to let the women settle the stuff. I mean, it'd be a lot easier. I think it'd be a
Yeah.
lot easier to let the women settle the stuff. We actually could probably have a clue, but hey, it is what it is. All we can do is be there,
Or
encourage,
be.
and show the young
Okay,
people the way to
Annie.
go.
That's your project, a cake decorated with pasta noodles. You're the crafty one around here. Doesn't have to be cooked noodles. It can be, you know. Oh, hang on. Whoop, 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 whoop. I wanted to read that up here. It started in your own town. These woke folks. Yeah, that was the word I was looking. Woke. Are too stupid to find out the real history behind it. I knew all the major players personally, nothing to do with racism. Ah, it's it's delicate. I
Yep, it is.
just read.
I've got doctor handwriting myself. My husband looks at me and goes, "Am I supposed to be able to read that?" I'm like, "Yes,
Did it
yes, you are."
happen?
As a matter of fact,
Did it happen in the states where they decided to stop teaching cursive writing?
a lot of states, a lot of them, and it's
Because
just like
it
people.
happened here, and then I think it lasted for about a year, and then there was such no, 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 no. So it's back in schools again. So
Yeah, it is. I think it is here too, Kathy, because people were like, Stop. Come on. Hello."
stupid. The changes. Stop.
I know.
Slow
Don't get
down.
us started. Don't get us started.
Are you off to bed, Jules?
Night, Jules.
Whoop. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. No, I just hit something on my keyboard and everything disappeared, but you can still hear me. There, you're back.
You're buffering a bit though.
Am I?
Oh, no,
Am
you're
I
not.
okay
Now you're
now?
fine. Yep, you're fine.
Okay. Okay.
It was me. I
Oh,
mean,
good.
that's all right. I'm at the. I got up at like very, very early this morning because I knew we were going to have weird weather, and I'm like, I'm getting this done before it's 900 degrees. So I'm in a fog, walking around Walmart, going, okay, what am I looking for, and where is it? One little gal was finally rolling her eyes at me when she saw me coming. I'm like, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna bug you one more time. But no, she was actually really sweet. We were having fun when I was teasing her. But I just was like in a daze earlier today. It's like everything seemed to just take forever to figure it out. So it's just been that kind of day.
Ah, I write in both, Lucy. I tend, but it used to drive my teachers mad because I'd start writing and then I'd print a few letters and then I'd write some more and then I'd print a few letters. I still do it to this day. I think it's my
I think I
ADHD.
well, I think I kind of do that too, though. I think part of my name is spelled out, and then it's kind of
Then you loop the letters
a little
together.
of both. A little of both.
Ah, well, I don't know. No teachers were really Nazis back when I was going to school.
Nickname. Oh no, I don't like it either. I mean, oh my God, trust me now. I'm not a heat person. I would much rather. My favorite is fall. I like winter. I like to see the snow. I love the snow. I take a lot of heat for that, but I do. I love the snow.
Me too.
But heat, no, 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 no. I'm not a hot person, and I'm good if there's air conditioning. If you can go, if you're like so when we go to the lake house, they don't the air doesn't come on unless it's really hot because you're on the lake. You get a nice breeze, but as long as I can go cool off somewhere, I'm good. To just be hot, hot like the South, average girl, Texas. Ooh, good God, 9,000 degrees. In Florida,
No,
it can be that way too, and it's just like, oh no, I can't do hot, hot like that. There has to
no,
be
I
air
am not.
conditioning or I'm in
Yeah,
trouble.
I'm not beach people. I just no. Maybe half a day. Watch the kitties play in the water. Nah, then I'm out. I don't want to do that anymore. I mean, I
Well,
really loved going to Hawaii. I really did have a wonderful time, but it's yeah, I'd rather go through musty old museums and historical places. When I was in Italy, I was in the catacombs in Rome, looking at ancient bones and shit. So
yeah, that would absolutely be cool.
it
Definitely.
was that was
That,
freaky.
that would be cool. And well, my husband is fascinated with the Tower of London.
Oh
And
ho!
because we watch that because it's haunted. We're into like the haunted stuff and everything, but it's one of the most haunted places in Europe. I mean, it's you know from the
I'm
past
in.
and executions
Trails around.
and that
Yeah,
well that's where they held and tortured people and so it has a very weird past and it's just that crazy cool stuff. That would be fascinating. I would love to do that.
yeah. Oh, the Tower of London isn't too far from Lucy. We're coming to your house. I'll bring the cookies.
No doubt. She can stop off at Harrods and get us some tea.
Oh, that place is too expensive, I think.
It is, but it's the foo-foo tea in the tin.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
why Jules left us. Svengoolie's getting ready to start. That's why she left us.
Oh, okay. Yay, trip to see the Fraggle. Oh, yeah. Jack the Ripper.
I think it's the brides of Dracula tonight on Svengoolie.
Isn't there sort of a shady museum that is dedicated to Jack the Ripper, Lucy Lou? I think I remember somebody talking about it. Has some of the police investigation notes oh geez, it's been years since I heard about it.
That would be cool. I would do it. That would be
I don't
fascinating.
know. I'm more of a Jane Austen. Let's go to Bath. Put her hair in buns and and talk in Regency English.
There you go.
Look for our Mr. Darcy's. Okay, Annie. Bye.
Enjoy your dinner.
Well, I don't know if you can hear that, but next door to me is a Jack Russell. And on the other side is this big dog. And if they're both out in the yard, it's like war.
Oh, really?
Oh, the Jack Russell just goes, "Wah, wah, 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 wah." The big dog
Oh,
on the other side goes, "Wah, wah, wah,"
oh yes.
going, oh my
Oh,
God.
yes. Jack Russells, I swear they are
I
just
love
the
them.
most orneriest little dogs.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
love them.
goodness. Stubborn, 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 stubborn.
They're just good ratters. That's what they are.
That's true. That's true. And I think some of my favorite clients, though, Kathy, were I took care of a pair of beagle dogs. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
goodness. There was a fenced in yard and they had a big, huge yard. And we had a lot of fun. We played ball and did whatever. But you would let them out instantly, their noses to the ground. The entire time they were outside, their noses to the ground. All over the yard, just nose to the ground. So that's how they are. They're looking for stuff. I've
Yeah.
had them bring me back baby bunnies. It's like, uh oh, where'd you get this from?
Oh, bad beagles. They are very
I
stubborn dogs
know.
too.
And well, and then you got to try to find. I've so far been very lucky and was able to put them back, with little or no harm done. But then you got to tell their mom and dad, hey, because they'll find it again as
Oh,
soon
yeah.
as if you don't put like a little cage around it or do whatever, they'll be right back to it again and bringing you more baby bunnies. And it's like no, because sometimes the baby bunnies don't do so well. So but thank goodness everything was all good with both those experiences. But goodness gracious, they are tenacious little dogs too, but they are so smart. They are so smart.
Yeah,
Such little
they are.
character.
Yeah.
Little characters.
But I'm rather fond. Different breed of dogs, but I love anything with a collie in it, especially border collie, which I had, and I love Jack Russells. So I like smart dogs.
They well they are. And
Yeah.
now one of my cousins has a Basenji.
Ooh,
Yes. And
no
you
barker.
want to talk the
Yeah.
oh my gosh, he's just absolutely beautiful. That curly tail. Oh, they're just so neat. And they they look like Egyptian, with their heads and everything. Their heads are very
Hmm.
pointed and detailed. Um, but they're really really smart, and they're also very stubborn too. I think the smarter the dog, the more stubborn they are because they
Yeah.
know they're like, hey, Same with the border collies and stuff. Oh my gosh, they're all so smart. So, oh goodness, they're wonderful animals though, and
Yeah.
that's fun for me.
Mine had the she was a mix, and thank God the herding instinct wasn't present because I've had a half breed collie where the herding instinct was very high, and the
Right.
walks were very 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 interesting because I'd be herded off to one side, you know, or if the kids were playing, the kids would be herded. But this my other one, she had all the other attributes of a good collie dog, border collie, but
Oh,
thank God she did not have the herding instinct. She was smart. She caught on to what was expected of her very quickly. I had her in a fly ball club, and she got the point of it within 5 minutes. I have to go through,
oh,
jump over the hurdles, put my paw on the springboard, and a ball would come out. And she loved balls. This was
oh
the best
yes.
thing ever for her. She just adored it. She just loved it. And she was so talented, but she
That's
was shaped funny. So she hurt
oh,
herself. So we couldn't do it anymore. Um,
oh,
it was just the way she was shaped from the other side of her
right.
genealogy or whatever, and she cracked her left leg, back leg on one of the hurdles, and it took her out of the game. surgery and everything, and oh,
Oh.
she did love it
Well,
so.
yeah, and that's hard too because it's hard for them to understand why they
Yeah,
can't do that anymore.
yeah. So we
So,
replaced it with frisbees, and she loves her or loved her
oh, I
frisbee.
bet. I
Yeah.
bet. Yes. Yes. We had one dog park that was around that I to be honest, with clients, if it was my own dog, it wouldn't have bothered me as much. But clients, it always made me nervous to take them to the dog park because it's like I'm responsible. So it's like, oh my god. So it's different when the owner takes them. But our dog park, they just loved. You just see everybody playing frisbee and all the dogs playing frisbee. They were having a ball. So that was very cool.
Hmm.
The dog park was really happening here, so that's neat.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yes. Is somebody off to bed again? Somebody's having invisible friends. What did I miss?
I don't know. We're missing something good though.
Oh, she's making friends. Okay, Nick. Hey, Mike. Well, y'all have to have a hobby.
True.
Are they
And
all
well,
of a different ethnic background than she? Because
I'm
I love.
sorry, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
I I was wondering if she was making her Sims of another ethnic background.
I mean, I probably, now her Sims, I think is from what I understand, it is a Hawaiian.
Oh, oh, okay. Is that the Kalani one?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah.
Oh well, he keeps
Oh,
her
you can't see the little face
occupied.
palm and the little hand against my forehead. So my little face palm. Sorry. Yeah.
Excuse
It's
me.
just
I'm
like,
gonna.
just stop. And I wonder, she's
Hmm.
never tried to be herself, I don't think. I don't know if this is the real her that she's just nutto. I don't know. I mean, I don't get it.
I don't either. But if it keeps her occupied,
Oh, I know. Well, poor guy. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. No peace.
what? What is going on here? Okay, we don't need that. All right. Yeah, you figured that's
Gee, I
her.
wonder. I
Uh,
wonder who that was, but that's okay. They're gone now. Come back again. Make another one. We'll take that one out too. Doesn't matter. Oh goodness. Oh my.
so clever.
Well, I don't know. We can always take bets in the chat as to what the next twist of the story is going to be. I don't know.
Oh,
We've
any
had
ideas?
cake. We've had
Okay.
cake. We've had noodles. Um, gosh.
What's next? What's next? A main dish of some sort.
Hmm.
I'll have to think.
And it's hard to think twisted. Sorry, it's hard for me to think of something. I don't know. Who
Okay,
knows? I don't know.
that's
Have
okay.
we done ice cream? Has anybody posted a picture of an ice cream cone? And that's definitely instead
Now
of
that'll
buying
get
it
my
from
dander up.
in, instead of buying it from Dairy Queen, they made it. I mean,
Oh, yeah, and you could tell it was a Dairy Queen ice cream. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Soup. How about
that's
soup?
all I got. No soup for you.
That's not homemade soup. That's soup from a can.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my god. Anyway, we should wrap this a little soiree up. I think we're out of topics for now.
Yeah, but I'm sure, you know, girlfriend, enough. Stop being the topic of conversation and just move along, and we'll all
Yeah.
be happy and we'll be done. But until
Yeah.
you do that, we won't be done.
Yeah, that's right. We will forever be mocking you.
Exactly.
All right,
So
guys. Thanks for
go
showing
enjoy your
up.
dinner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
no,
for this
I'm
impromptu
starving
visit.
now.
I know, I bet. Bless your heart. Go eat.
I will. Okay, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.